This podcast is brought to you by Blossoms PPC, your trusted partner for promotional apparel and uniforms. Since 1998, we've been manufacturing high-quality t-shirts, caps, and bags in bulk with competitive pricing and timely delivery. Visit www.blossomspc.com for more details.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Backbenches podcast. Today we have two very interesting people, Sombir and Avinash. Could you please tell us your story and how the journey has been so far?
I think we both have been friends for about 14 years now. Started off after finishing hotel management, we started our job, and in one of the places where he was working as a chef, I joined as a manager. And we had a very bitter argument in the kitchen, using all the abusive words, saying, "Who the hell do you think you are?" and all that. And then we became friends because of that.
So you joined as his boss?
No, not as a boss. I was managing the operation, and
we both were the boss of our own department. I was heading the kitchen, he was heading the operations.
All right.
And then we started working at different places. So he went on to work in different restaurants and bars.
Yeah.
I went on to work in another restaurant. Then we again came back together to work. Then I moved out again, joined a corporate company, worked with a company which was into selling beverages. Manufacturing them and all of that. Then at one point we said, why don't we do something together?
All right.
And plunged into the so-called entrepreneurship journey of us. But yeah, it's been a hell of a ride, and we're having fun.
I think the best friendship starts with like fights.
I think
and
so.
And you're like together now.
Yeah, and so long. Like with both of our personality is completely different.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm very aggressive.
Okay.
I'm not very expressive, and he is completely opposite of me.
So you're calm but expressive, and you're aggressive.
And that's the reason I think we have bonded so well.
All right.
Yeah.
And
so you would throw the plates and he'd throw the abuses.
Clearly.
All right. Can you give us an insight into why that was a fight?
Why it was a fight?
I think I came into the kitchen and asked for something.
Yeah.
And he abused me with the word and said, "Get the hell out of here." Listen, I'm a manager. You can't talk to me. He said, "I don't care. Get the hell out of here."
Yeah, I think it was a busy night. It happened. And then we finished our work. We both left. And then for a couple of days, we didn't spoke to each other.
All right.
And then on one day post-closing, we were sitting having our dinners. And it was his birthday. So he was just sitting right next to me on another couch. And before I was leaving, I just wished him on text. I said, "Happy birthday."
Yeah, that was the time of SMSs.
Yeah.
No one.
And then he came, he said, "Fuck it, you can text me. Why don't you come and wish me directly?" And then I think that was the day. And like till now also, we have arguments, but then it's for the business. It's for the better of our growth of business. And those.
Fair enough. Yeah.
How was like college been for you?
Again, I studied from Acharya. As soon as I went into the college, I got selected for the volleyball team. So more towards the sports than college. And yeah, so
you basically didn't go to college. Yeah, he played on sports. That's what I have heard.
Did you have a very poor attendance policy? Is that why?
Yeah, but somehow because I was in sports, it was managed and...
All right.
Yeah.
Sports could always like makes up for everything.
Yeah.
And what about you?
I was pretty decent in college. I got more than 90% attendance.
Okay.
Wow.
I attended college well. And I had a little bit of background that my dad also worked in the industry.
Okay.
All right.
As an employee throughout his life.
Yeah.
Bangalore, Mysore and other places.
In Christ, did you all get like extra marks for maintaining a 95% attendance?
Funnily, I was the last batch of Bangalore University till it became autonomous.
Oh.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So, when I was in my final year, Christ had only one batch which was still part of university in the whole of college because ours was a four-year course.
Okay.
And we were the only batch.
All right.
So exams didn't really matter to us because when everyone who's autonomous having semester exams, we're just writing exams. We know they won't correct the paper. because it is not part of the university exam.
Fair enough.
All of that. But yeah, did have a very good attendance, and college definitely taught me a lot. If I mean, I have to give credit to Christ for teaching me the fundamentals of what the industry is, or what I should know before I get into the world of hospitality. I think if not for Christ, I wouldn't know if I would have made or presumably have done well in the industry. Yeah.
No, it's ironic that you say that because many people who are in a profession where the education matters a lot would more likely say that college did not have an impact on me. Many even people in like finance today, engineering, they're like whatever we learned was very outdated. So it's good to hear that coming from your profession, especially. It's good to hear that you were actually able to take something away from your courses. So that's very refreshing to hear. Also, we forgot to do this, but even though it's going to be in the title, I'd like you all to introduce yourself as in terms of your profession. So can you just give us a little few words about that as to what exactly is it?
I'm Sombir. I'm chef partner of Jamming Goat and Soka as a brand, and then we run a company with K. Under that we have multiple verticals like crockery company, cocktail company, consulting.
Yeah.
These are our major.
So, Jamming Goat is actually on 100 Feet Road, right? I think
we have 4 outlets currently. One is in Goa, 2 in Bangalore, 1 in JP Nagar, 1 in Indira Nagar.
Yeah.
We have 1 recently opened up in Hyderabad. We are opening 1 more in Markari by Feb.
I think one big question would be like, how did your parents react when they first heard that you want to do this?
Like for me, dad was in army, so it was very clear. You do whatever. I don't want you to come into defense part of it.
Okay.
And then because when we joined colleges at that stage, everyone was like they have to be part of engineering or doctors and then I seen this part where we were doing ODCs for a couple of private companies. I felt it very cool that you go, you eat a lot of food there, you see a lot of things happening in the industry.
Yeah.
That's why it drove me to hospitality.
All right. What about you, Avinash?
I don't think my parents wanted me to take this up. My mother had got her friends to come home and talk to me saying that, don't take this hotel management, you should take up engineering or something like that.
Yeah.
I think till about 7th standard, I was very studious.
All right.
After that, somehow I did not do well in studies is because I always hated it, especially subjects like physics and chemistry and all of that. In terms of science, I took up science in +2 as well.
Yeah.
I somehow did not like it, and then was watching my dad in the industry on holidays. You go spend time in his restaurant. So one thing which always probably inspired me to get into this is because Mysore was a small city. That's where I lived after about 7th class. I lived in Mysore. If you walk with my dad on the road, on streets, people would recognize him. Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
And you see so many people talking to him in the restaurant. I felt like I also need to be here. So many people recognize you. And thing. But I didn't know till the time I joined hotel management that I had to learn cooking and all of that. Yeah.
Really?
No, I didn't know.
So, what was your expectation from it? Or did you just see your dad receiving so much validation and spotlight that you thought, what, even I want to get into this?
Yes, I got into college and then I realized that there are so many subjects and the first year of college when you enter kitchen was identification of ingredients, right?
Okay.
What is dal, pulses and this and that, and then suddenly one day you have a whole carcass of chicken and say split it this and like oh god, I've never done this. Till the time I entered college, I've never eaten non-vegetarian food.
Okay.
Yeah, I belong to a Brahmin
because he comes with a Brahmin family.
Okay.
Both of us.
Yeah.
Like for me at home also, no one eats egg. Also, and then we are into an industry where you have to cut, taste, and serve everything.
Yeah. Also, like you mentioned, that you've come from vegetarian families, and for both of us coming from Jain families, we know that this would be a very hard concept to bring up with our parents, right? So, what was it like for you guys? The first time you've just been introduced to chicken and everything. What is your experience
Like
like?
first.
I think it's a choice what you make, right?
All right.
Okay.
We have had classmates.
Hmm.
I had we both know one of my classmates, Rohan,
Yeah.
who is now
Okay.
right now in Canada. Rohan said he's a Jain.
Acha.
He never touched non-veg in
Okay.
college. He never ate it.
Yeah.
When we were working, he worked with us in the industry, but he still never ate non-veg. It's
All
just
right.
a choice what you make. Consciously, I also didn't want to when initially I started off.
Yeah.
But then at some point, while we were working, maybe we felt that no, I need to know more about it. So
Yeah.
it's like if you go to a table and the guest is complained that the chicken is overcooked or not cooked.
Yeah.
If you can't taste it, how would you?
Yeah.
Sure.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I think industry doesn't force you to get
Yeah.
into that.
Hmm.
While you're working in this industry, you
Yeah.
have to eat non-veg. Or it's our own personal choice where we drive it to.
Yeah.
As he rightly said, that being as a chef, if I meet a consumer and if I have to explain him about a dish or about a doneness of the
Yeah.
meat, if you will not eat it personally, how you will explain it to the
Yeah.
guest? So
It's
that,
like
that's our
asking
personal.
Avinash, you are a beverage expert, so are you an alcoholic?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
But now,
Yeah.
like, would you prefer non-vegetarian or vegetarian?
I still say non-vegetarian.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very hard to build around vegetarian recipes, at least for me.
Acha.
Yeah.
Because when the meat comes up into the place, automatically you have a texture, you have a flavor profile to play
Yeah.
around with. So
Yeah.
for me particularly, it's
Hmm.
What about you?
I would say depends on situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
If given a choice, I would always eat vegetarian food because I
Okay.
don't cook in the kitchen. Like
Yeah.
I
Ah,
don't play with different meats and
Yeah.
flavors. I play with the beverages part
Yeah.
of it. So I'm not using a lot of meat in my work to enjoy it. So I'm okay with vegetarian. But if we when sometimes we go out exploring food,
Yeah.
then of course we try everything what is there to know what is.
and then with the family, of
Hmm.
course, vegetarian
Huh.
because that's what you love when you be at home.
Yeah.
And after eating 6 days non-vegetarian and 1 day on your off when you're staying at home, so
Yeah. That's No, many
Being-
people do tell me that, non-vegetarians also tell me, it's so cute how hard you vegetarians try to make your food so nice. So I'll still have it, लेकिन ये घास फूस नहीं
Yeah, like
चाहिए.
biryani and pulao is like still a thing. Like
So,
no one
yeah.
accepts biryani,
Yeah.
veg biryani. So
Yeah.
like I think being in this industry, all of
there
you
is
all would
nothing called veg biryani, it's palau.
Yeah, see?
No, but veg
That's how it
biryani does
is.
exist.
Yeah.
Okay, so like being in this industry, like you would have tried a lot of different types of food. So far, what has been like the most interesting dish that you all have tried or a drink?
For us, what we have curated or what
No,
we
like
have,
all over the world,
Either
anything
way.
that you've tried,
Yeah.
curated, anything.
maybe I would say a classic recipes,
Yeah.
which we have tried from our travel to at our home to maybe some pop-ups, because I think classics are the best recipes. Once you know the classics, then you can modernize it or elevate it. So I feel classic recipes.
All right. Do you have a particular cuisine that's your favorite?
Initially, I was working more towards European,
Okay.
but now I was working with a brand recently, which is more focused towards Indian and modern Indian. So from
all
that era time, I have moved towards the Indian food.
Okay. All right. Do you sometimes feel like, as most of the consumers you see in Bangalore, they come and they order out of a menu of, let's say, 100 items, it's mostly the same 15 items that everyone comes and orders in terms of food mainly?
Again, depends on the kind of restaurants you open and the kind of restaurant consumer visits. If you open up a mass restaurant, which is, and I would say anything above 160, 180 seater restaurant, then the menu is built in such a way that you have to have a French fries to a chicken tikka to a curd rice
Yeah.
to a pizza to
Yeah.
a dim sum to a sushi, everything.
Yeah.
But when you build a conceptualized restaurant, which is a concept which is focused towards a particular cuisine,
Yeah.
that's when you can say this is what we do, and then for this you have to come.
I think to add on to what he's saying, it all at the end of the day boils down to your consumer, who you're targeting at.
All right.
We all
And which
have-
is your favorite place which you go to dine?
I think mine would be Yumi. I
Right.
really enjoy the New York cheese dumplings and the sushi there.
Yeah.
So that. What about you?
There's a couple, but again, now it's because of how Bangalore has developed. All our cuisines of flavor profiles have changed. Before, Asian and Pan Asian food was not that popular for us, so it was your typical, your Little Italy's, all your pizzas, Toscano. Now it's become a little more towards Pan Asian. So you have your miso sexy, Yumi, Yuki,
Yeah.
and it also depends. If I'm dining with my parents, I'll go there.
Yeah,
If I'm
depends on the
spending,
people you're going.
Yeah.
You're going with your
yeah.
friends, families. It all differs, and the occasions.
For sure.
Do you all have a favorite restaurant in Bangalore?
Our own.
Apart from that, like to
We
dine
would
in?
rate our restaurants as our favorite ones, but then when we also have cravings when we want to go out. So for Asian, maybe Lucky Chan is the one.
Yeah.
Goan,
Kla.
Kla is
Huh.
our favorite restaurant.
We order
Brewery.
R&R biryani sitting in office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah, we crave sometimes to go to a certain place and eat a certain thing.
Are you impressed by the, scene in Bangalore as to how cafes are taking their ambience, even these breweries? Like, for example, recently I saw a reel about a place in Whitefield which has a whole, mini golf setup plus brewery. So now do you feel like the traditional ones like Toy
That's
don't
one
just
of
cut
our
it?
projects, Prime
Yes,
Golf.
Is it?
Okay.
Prime Golf.
Alright, then I'm very excited because especially for not just guys of our age, anyone, it's either a perfect day for, bunch of 8 guys go there. It's a date spot. So I think everyone is moving away a little bit from the classic spots, right? What do you guys think about
See, I
this?
think the consumer generally today is going out to eat, maybe is to just eat. One.
Yeah.
Second is it's also a part of entertainment.
Yeah. For
Right?
sure.
So it's not necessary that every time you're going to dine somewhere, you're going there to just dine.
Yeah.
It becomes part of your entertainment. So if you're going to a place where you can play golf, have beer and food,
Yeah.
golf is the entertainment part, the food and the beverage and everything just gets
Yeah.
added on to that. So in a larger space, when you have to fill in thousands of people who has to come in,
Yeah.
you just can't expect 1,000 diners to come eat and drink there just because of your food and things. So
Yeah.
you need to add some, like you said about the golfing space, there is a 1,200 square foot screen there, LED
Okay.
screen. 850 people can look at the screen and watch a match.
Yeah.
Alright. There is nothing like that in but imagine you are watching such a big screen, watching a football match or anything and drinking and dining together.
Yeah.
So that gets added on to the entertainment
sure.
bit. Yeah.
How do you keep up with the competition? Because nowadays there's so many breweries, restaurants.
Yeah.
So what makes jamming good different?
In today's date, it is survival of the fittest. Is because consumer knows. You just spoke about the dim sum or the sushi, right?
Yeah.
I think when we were in college, we had never heard the word sushi. We didn't know. Right? So the consumers know you cannot roll something with a paper and say this is sushi. They'll throw it on your face and God, don't teach me what sushi is, right?
Yeah.
So competition, I think, is evolving.
Yeah.
At the same time, consumer is also evolving.
Yeah.
So if you have to be in that have that competitive edge, then you got to adapt, be relatable, be relevant to what is going on in the market, and accordingly change.
Yeah, and it depends on the concept also. Now, like for Jamming Goat, it's a very fun, cool, young brand where we give the equal importance to the food, beverage, to the entertainment, which covers up everything.
Like your current competitors in the market right now?
Is it just everyone?
Competitors in terms of our business or our restaurants, the bars, what do you?
Like restaurants and bars.
See, I think every other restaurant or bar is a competitor. You compete with almost everyone. Because the brand what we built, say Soka, for example, can be a niche brand which is targeting a certain set of consumer.
Yeah.
If you ask me, are you looking at another cocktail bar as a competitor? I wouldn't say yes, because it's a concept or something on its own. I would not compete saying these are all my competitors, because 10 years ago there was, I think maybe a few years ago, we looked at each other as competitors.
Yeah.
In today's scenario, I think we're looking at building ourselves as a community We collaborate with another chef, another bartender. We get them here to make drinks. We go to his bar, make drinks. Same with chefs like the Soka, which he was talking about. Clark Kitchen is run by Chef Ria. She came to us on a Sunday and did her food. Whereas a restaurant is just 10 minutes away from us. But we are doing drinks along with food. It's just a pop-up for one day to bring in people. So we don't necessarily look at others as competition.
And I think you shouldn't be looking up other brands as a competition. You should just look up what we can learn from them, how we can collaborate with them. And maybe look up good things, what you can learn from their businesses.
Because I think in this kind of industry, competition is very different. Like, Apple and Samsung have competition in the sense that you buy an iPhone, you're with that iPhone throughout the entire year. If I went to one restaurant Friday, there's nothing stopping me from coming to your restaurant on Saturday, right? So I think that's one of the good parts about it. But there's also a bit of a negative side in the restaurant industry that we see, which is sometimes the turnover of restaurants in a location. And it's very clear that, like, if you're not smart with your money management, a restaurant can be very risky, right? So what are your opinions on that in terms of, investment, in terms of funding, how your crowd is coming in and everything?
I feel it all boils down to, again, the concept, what you built, the audience you're targeting to, and then how you manage your vendors, staff, promoters.
I think in college, you guys learn 4 P's of
marketing.
I think it all boils down to that. You have a great product. You know what hospitality is. You are in a great location. You are marketing to your right consumers. It'll work.
All right.
If I think you miss 1 or 2 things, then you lose it.
So you're making money, but then those funds you're allocating to your other business. You're not paying your promoters and vendors here. Maybe after a 3 month, you will have a back depth here, and the vendors will not supply you. All those challenges will occur. So,
What challenges did you face? Because was it like an instant hit, or did you all have any hurdles in between?
We have hurdles every day.
You're also in so many businesses, right? So you have different.
Also, F&B is a very, very unpredictable business, right? You have prep for, say, 10 kilos of paneer curry kept in the kitchen. If you don't have that many consumers, it all goes into the dustbin. But the chef who made the food, he still has to be paid for the salary. Unlike if you take an industry of manufacturing or any other industry for that matter, that's not the case. I would say probably if you are working with the perishable goods or something like that, yes, it is different. But here you are working with different kinds of perishable goods on an everyday basis. And from an outsider's point of view, you go to a place on a Saturday evening, you see the place is packed. You will feel, I need to get into this business. Look at the number of people, look at the money what they're making. But on Monday, I don't even have 10% of that people in my place. So,
from an outsider point of view, when they walks into a restaurant and they see all the tables are filled, for them the business looks very interesting. But maybe the top line is that, but then when you see your rentals, the labor cost, the ingredient cost, and all other costs, the bottom lines is very low.
So this started during COVID-19, right? So how did that go?
For us, in COVID, we opened our own business. So the first jamming goat happened in 2020 November. In Goa. So no complaints from our end for COVID. We build our business from there.
So you actually went against the tide, everyone is shutting down, panicking, and you guys are like, let's open a business.
So we were having a call between me and Avi, and then Avi has another friend, same from Christ. And they said, they had a business in Goa. So they said, let's do something together. And then to do something in Goa was bit easy compared to Bangalore.
I worked in Goa for about 2 years in a hotel. I knew Goa, and Vipin, who's our partner with Jamming, or he's also from Christ. He said, there's a spot in Goa, why don't we do something? We know the business. We never had a chef who could understand. You have Sombir, and why don't we bring our teams together and do something? We called the owner, Agnello. He said, look boys, I'm anyways opening my restaurant. If you want to take it up, you come down here, have a chat, see the place, and then let me know whether you want to do it or not.
Okay.
29th October?
Yeah.
Yeah, 29th October. Okay, let's take a drive. Took my car, 5 of us drove down by the beach. We saw the place. It's a downtrodden shithole place. It's a beach shack.
Yeah.
It's on the beach.
Yeah.
We have worked in restaurants and bars and hotels.
Yeah, we have built, I would say, some of the best kitchens and worked in some of the best kitchens. And when we see in that space, we see in each other's face, I said, no, we can
no
never
ways
do this.
we're doing it. Talking to him, he puts a price on rent. We're like, dude, this is COVID, you know.
Yeah.
Even if you open it, you won't make any money. If you can give it to us at half the price, maybe we can take it up. He's like, okay, take it.
And we agreed to it.
And we agreed. We're like, yes, we agreed we're gonna do something. Went to another place, had a few drinks, and planned the opening. And the next year, driving back, and we said, what do we name the restaurant? There's a place in US called Red Rabbit, which we got inspired from. And then in Goa, you had this lazy goose and lazy duck and all that. Why not an animal? Like, yeah, goat. Goat also means greatest of all time. And when you look at goat, if it is eating the grass, it looks like the goat is jamming. Why not jamming goat? Okay, jamming goat, let's do it.
There's
That's
no.
crazy.
This is the most boy mentality I've ever heard.
No, and all these happened while we're driving back, and then we figure out that, okay, I'll take care of the food part, I'll take care of CCG, I'll take care of this, Avi will take care of software, beverages, glassware, other things, Vipin will take care of branding. Varuna came up to Goa, he said, okay, I'll figure out the execution part. Tejas was
and I was still doing my job. I was just supposed to help these guys build something.
Alright.
Tejas was looking out for operations. And we literally opened our first outlet in 16 days. From the time we seen the space to the final opening. In the 16 days, we opened up that brand.
Wow.
I think that's the most impressive thing I've heard today.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, we don't want to do that now.
Never. But
Because to
we came
build
back
a brand, there is a
after
lot of
2
time.
days. We meet up. Okay, boys. Now I got a call from Agnello. We need to pay him the advance. Where's the money? You're like, oh, we need money to open a store.
I think we just gave him an offer by thinking he will deny us. And then he agreed to it. And then we didn't have a choice. So we came back and then we figured out how we 5 of us divide the whole scope of work. And finally
we called a few friends. One restaurant had shut during COVID in Bangalore. We picked furniture from them. One restaurant in Bangalore had few tables. They had one computer, one printer. Then I took a week's leave. We all went there. I painted the bar counter. It just happened in a week. It's like October 29th we went. November 17th we opened the restaurant for public.
Amazing, guys.
No more Thalas and Goa. I'm going there.
Yes.
So clearly, you guys would have gone to so many restaurants and everything. Have you ever gone to like a fancy place, had a bunch of food, the item is $600 plus, and you're like, boss, kya khilate? Like, this is just trash. What we're eating right now? You don't have to name the restaurant.
Yeah, that's what we will never name those restaurants because we also are from the same industry. But yeah, it's maybe the day also. Maybe the restaurant is great, the food is great. Maybe that particular day, maybe the dish which we have ordered is not right.
Fair enough.
Or maybe chef working inside the kitchen.
I think as professionals, we would never dismiss off a place in terms of their food or drink that I went there once and I did not like it. I would not go there because maybe it's just a bad day for them.
Yeah, first of all, we will never rate a restaurant or a dish by just eating it once.
Yeah.
You have to give a multiple try. Maybe that's why we never go to a restaurant when it's early days. We always give them a time, maybe a 15 days or a month.
Okay.
And then we go there and never judge a restaurant by your first visit or second visit. Give them a couple more opportunities. And then it's very simple. If you don't like something, maybe it's not meant for your palate. Or if you are not liking it, doesn't mean that others will not like it.
Yeah.
You don't like it, don't go there.
Yeah.
But don't put it as a review, put it as a thing. That's what at least we believe.
Yeah, fair enough. Now coming to the mixology side of it, I feel like the aesthetics in that has just blown up over the past few years, normal beverages won't even come up on reels unless it has some liquid nitrogen going here, uske upar bubble hai, it's poking, there's some funnel in which something is dropping down. So what do you think about that? When you started out, was this even a concept, or was it just whatever beverage and then on the rocks and then just done and served?
No, see, traditionally the law initially had said that you are supposed to serve the beverage to the consumer, and the consumer will add whatever he wants to add and drink it.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You cannot mix 2-3 things and call it a cocktail or a mocktail and serve.
Is it? Okay, fine.
Right? But then, like I said, consumers keep evolving, so the industry also started evolving and doing a lot of new things. Now, we also believe to a certain extent when there is a concept restaurant or a premium dine-in restaurant or wherever, entertainment plays a major role. So you want the consumer to first eat or drink through their eyes, and then they start consuming it.
Yeah.
In order for them to consume it first through their eyes, we create the aesthetic part of it. Either it is through color or smoke or the way it comes to the table and all of that. Sometimes it becomes part of the concept itself.
Yeah.
Sometimes it may not. Sometimes the technology what you have used or the technique what you have used in creating the texture and flavor of the drink might be would have taken the step ahead than actually the visual appeal of the drink.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
No, and whatever you do in terms of drama aesthetic to it, it shouldn't change the core dish or the drink. It should just be for your theoretic element where, as you said, first you eat from your eyes or drink from your eyes. So maybe a really cool crockery or a glassware, the kind of garnish you use, the kind of techniques you play around for the garnishes. But it shouldn't overpower or change the flavors of the dish or the drink.
Yeah.
I think, like we always say that we need to be relevant, right? Now, probably, I think we would also end up making few drinks or food in a way where first it is consumed by the phone, and then through the eyes, and then the consumer.
Yeah, you are into a era where before they eat, they want to click a picture or make a reel, post on Insta, and then they want to start eating or drinking. So then, for sure, it has to be presentable. It has to look nice on the plate, and then equally important, it has to taste good.
Yeah.
Even though that habit might, help you guys as a restaurant, naturally, it's organic promotion. Do you like it? Because personally, if I've come super hungry, the food has come, and then someone said, no, wait, let me take a picture. I'm like, absolutely not. I'm going to eat it right now.
It plays both the ways. Sometimes it helps you really grow, and sometimes by that one person who didn't like that thing, and he posted or she posted on her page, and where he has multiple followers, it blocks those consumers to walk into your restaurant and try, because they, by seeing someone's feedback who they follow, they felt it's not right. So it in both the ways, it plays an important role to market, and same way maybe that particular person didn't like it, so it blocks a lot of other people to walk into your restaurant and try your product.
I think nowadays, like a lot of restaurants use AI generated pictures to market themselves.
In our restaurant, we don't. We have a great creative team. We have great team who can play it really well. We have a great team who can click really cool pictures. We don't do in our restaurant.
No, because we noticed that as well. And at this segment of the podcast, there'll be an Instagram, screen recording of your page going through. Because we saw like a very nice aesthetic. No, nothing, over the top.
So you can see all our brands from Soka to Jamingo to Maison Mall. The whole mood board of each restaurants are completely different. The way we plate in each restaurant, the crockery part, the beverages part, the glassware to garnishes, all the pages are completely different.
All right. And do you find that hard? Do you feel like sometimes how a writer has a creativity block? Do you feel like, we don't know how much more we can innovate when a new project is coming up? Because you do like to keep it unique and different based on what you're saying, right?
We travel a lot, we explore a
Yeah.
lot. I think we also nurture our creative mind by doing a lot of exploration in terms of food or drink.
Yeah.
And like adding local ingredients to like every place that you have your restaurant. It's very important to do that.
Depends on like for
Definitely.
example, right now we have collaborated with a local artist called Indu Anthony for
Okay.
a menu at Soka. So she is a multidisciplinary artist who has recreated smells, and she has released a book called Vasane.
Okay.
So she's actually telling you the story of Bangalore through smells of different parts of Bangalore. Like if you go to Kapan Park in the morning for a run, you'll smell grass and petrichor and all that. So we've taken that smell which comes in a clutch and complemented that with a drink. And that is something which we thought which might entice our consumers are really happy. What is this? You smell something in drinks.
Yeah.
And for us, when we take up a project also, we do a decent amount of R&D on that. We prepare a mood board that what the menu will look like, how the crockery will look like, how the food will look like on those plates and everything. And it's not only both of us, we have a great team. And when we meant that we travel a lot, it's with the team also, and they travel a lot. So we go out and keep writing down when we get something interesting. And then once we get a project where we decide that this particular dish which we tried there or this particular drink which we tried there fits into this project, we put that into that mood board and present it to the client. And once they like it, then that's the direction we take to build a product.
If that product is resonating with the brand name, what is the brand language of how they think of the brand, the name, and all of that. And the food and beverage product is resonating with that also.
Okay.
You did mention that you travel a lot. Do you think that Bangalore is now on par or ahead of Mumbai and Delhi in terms of, an overall food scene, let's say, food and beverages?
I think it's maybe on par as well.
If it's not ahead, it's at least on the par for sure. Last particular maybe 2024, I think Bangalore has really got a couple of really cool bars.
Restaurants as well.
And restaurants too. So
there's nothing like a Naru noodle bar.
Noodle bar in any other city. Really cool bars, good restaurants. So I feel if we are not ahead, we are at least par.
I think Delhi and Mumbai just has some other charm to it. Like
maybe it depends on what you crave also. Like for example, I'm very idli dosa kind of person, so I like that also.
Like Bombay again, because of your real estate, you are bound to build a smaller concept.
Yes.
Bangalore, because we have the space, we always go with 800,000, 1,200 seater kind of spaces. So that's why in last 1 year, Bangalore have seen, it all started with Eat Naru, where he had a 12-seater restaurant. Now he added 8 more seaters. It's 20 seaters. But now, if you see Soka, Spirit Forward, Dali and Gala, Clark Kitchen, all these are small concept spaces.
They're way more authentic. Like even the breweries and everything in Bangalore, it's very authentic and like wholesome.
So in this section of the podcast, what we're gonna do is some of these ingredients we're gonna leave them on their own. Some we're gonna pair, and we want to see the types of beverages or the types of food that you guys would bring about with this. So I think
the first combination would be like we have mukwas and we have star. So could you combine those two?
So what
and
would
you'll have to make a food item out of it, and you'll have to make a beverage out of it.
Or let's do one thing. We'll go with a beverage with mukwas as the primary taste.
Ingredient.
I think I can take the mukwas and use a Nutri blend it.
Okay.
Make it into a very thin sort of a juice with water, clarify it, and then make a soda out of it. So it becomes a
mukwas soda.
Mukwas soda.
Wow.
Mix it with anything what you like.
No, because soda has had now a lot of Jaljeera soda, Goli soda in Rajasthan and everything. So there has been.
If you had to make a dessert out of star, because I know you'll say like biryani or something.
No, out of star.
Okay.
Star anise.
Because star anise again itself it has a very strong flavor to it. It can be paired in a jus or at a sauce.
Okay.
No, if you had to make a dessert out of it.
Dessert, maybe
a poached.
Anything you can poach a fruit like pear or
Hmm.
something and then create into a tart or
Okay.
So like a spicy
poach
dessert.
pear tart, apple
Ah.
pie, or
Okay, fine.
apple walnut crumble, something on those lines.
Next we have Kit Kat, but the first thing that comes to my mind is, you would have heard of Tipsy Bartender or
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm like those obnoxious drinks are coming to me where he cuts half a cake and puts it into a blender. So how would you use Kit Kat?
We have a drink in Jamming Road actually where
Okay.
we give Kit Kat as a garnish,
Okay.
and the drink is made with chocolate,
Hmm.
strawberry,
Hmm.
wine, red
Yeah.
wine, and all of that. I don't know
Wow.
if I can say the name of the drink
You
on
can-
the
you
podcast.
can go ahead.
It's called Sudden Orgasm.
Wow.
All right. I love it. No, I did not know wine could be paired with all of these things.
Yeah, you can. Right now, during this season of winter, we make a
Hmm.
lot of mulled wine, hot
Okay.
wines also.
And what was the origin of that name, if I might ask? Is that like a pre-existing name, or did you like, boys,
No,
what do we call
it's
this?
I think Jamming Road drinks where the way we created the drinks was to make it easy drinking.
Okay.
Not saying you have a drink and you have to get lost.
Yeah.
And most of the names is all Vipin's brains. Like
Okay.
the most popular drink in Jamming Road is called a not a GNT.
Okay.
GNT is the most popular drink.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to drink it. So it has got gin and it has got elderflower ginger soda in it.
Okay.
But it is not a GNT. So we named the drink not a GNT. So in
Okay.
Jamming, you have a section of drinks
Hmm.
which is goat statements. And it's
Okay.
not a GNT, not a mojito, not a Cosmo. Like
Hmm.
that. Yeah.
So like
Hmm.
when we name our dishes and drinks,
Yeah.
it's very, we name it in a very fun, cool way. Like we have a dish in our menu called Balton's Chili Chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on Jamming Goat,
Hmm.
where we are there on Utoda, right next to us, there is a shack.
Ah.
And when we were doing our project and whenever we go there to grab a beer, have so that's the chili chicken what he makes. So we have
Yeah.
just redefined that into Jamming Goat and named
Okay.
Balton's because Balton's is the owner of
All right.
that shack.
Okay. Wow.
If
We
you
have
had
a
to-
drink at
Hmm.
Soka where we
Yeah.
use tequila, pickled pineapple,
Okay.
jalapeno, red cabbage, and all of that. Red cabbage is an ingredient which is not usually used in drinks.
Yeah.
And we get it from a vendor in Russell Market and we believe he's a Don.
Acha.
So we named the drink Mofo Don.
That's crazy.
I love it. I feel like I can tell that there's not too much women influence in the naming scheme. There's cocoa powder left.
So if you had to make a spicy dish out of cocoa powder,
Yeah. Or anything savory, how would you blend that in?
Cocoa powder in a savory.
Yeah.
Spice, we can
Hmm.
do a mud cake with chilies and
Yeah.
but
but like what about like something with chicken or something?
I don't know how it will
Yeah.
taste. I've never tried.
That's a good challenge for you, bro.
This seems like one of those impossible, assignment kind of questions
Yeah.
that would come in. Actually, that brings me on to something. What were exams and tests like in hotel management?
Yeah, you had to cook a meal, 4-course meal.
All right.
Yeah, there are like 100, no, not 100, maybe 20 different sets of meals. Starter, soup, starter, main course, and dessert. And you get to pick a chit.
Okay.
You have 3 hours. You have to cook the whole meal and present it to the invigilator who
All
will
right.
taste and say, okay, it's done, and you get marks on it. That
Oh.
was
I think the other courses would get to eat this food, right?
yeah.
Was your teacher like a hefty person? Because he's just eating so much and all the time, or
they taste, they don't eat.
I'm assuming, but yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
college
crazy.
was fun. I'm sure
Yeah, college memories.
some of them made something which was not edible. I been a teacher who had to taste.
So
A
what
lot
was
of people who are there, your batchmates, and now everyone has taken up a different industry, or not everyone is into F&B, not everyone is into as a chef or
Yeah.
So when you meet randomly after maybe 5-10 years and see them working in different industry and
did you end up cooking something weird, but it turned out to be amazing?
That wouldn't happen with us
Yeah.
because we
He's
wouldn't
too
do
good.
it. Yeah.
He's too good.
Yeah.
No. So we before cooking, actually we write it down on paper and we in our head we combine the flavors and everything, and then we start cooking it.
I think now a lot of people have these weird food combinations, like vanilla ice
Like
cream with olive oil. Like, have you all heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I like it.
yeah.
It's dark chocolate, I think,
Yes.
also with olive oil. It's quite a nice combination. I
But
like
not an ice cream dosa. I wouldn't like.
Yeah.
Don't kill dosa.
it. Actually, I mean, I've seen those 99 varieties of dosa, and dosa, and then there's pav
Pav bhaji
bhaji,
dosa.
and then they'll be like, bro, but it's actually nice, and I'm like,
No, but that maybe eating it once,
hmm,
maybe in Blue Moon is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
hmm.
can't be your staple food.
Yeah.
Have you been to Ahmedabad?
No.
Is it?
I've
Okay.
been once.
So there's a place in Ahmedabad called Manik Chowk,
Of course. Yeah.
Urban Chowk, Manik Chowk. And so I'm born and brought up in Ahmedabad, so no one can get offended. If you do, you do. But but you have the most obnoxious food there. So I've tried something called pineapple sandwich.
Yeah, it's become so famous right now.
Yeah. So it's your
I've
typical-
seen all these things on reels.
Yeah.
Where on Maggie there are so many varieties of toppings.
Fanta, they add Fanta and cola.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's Maggie Pakoda. So
Yeah.
there's IIM Ahmedabad, right? So the street outside that, you get Maggie Pakoda. Then you get this pav bhaji and dosa. And the dosa in Ahmedabad is one of the worst things I've ever tried.
Paper dosa.
Yeah,
And it's
horrible.
yeah.
But so the pineapple thing is basically pineapple sandwich. They put a scoop of ice cream and on top of that grated cheese. But so much grated cheese that you can't even see the bread in it. And
then again, you can't call it as a cheese. It will be a very bad quality cheese.
so yeah, I don't know. Like their palate is quite interesting because
cholesterol in a sandwich.
yeah. Even when my mom, so she's also like brought up in Ahmedabad, and she'd make dal, and my mother, like her mother-in-law would ask, so now you're gonna put some sugar in it. So yeah. Do you guys
in
have?
Ahmedabad, people add sugar or jaggery.
So Gujaratis in general, they prefer sweet over like spicy
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
So like some of them end up adding jaggery or
Yeah.
sugar to your food.
Yeah. The curry you have with that fafda will be sweet. If you have in many places that aren't too authentic, if you have any kind of continental food, it will be sweet. Like for example, in your pizza, the sauce sweet,
The
pasta.
mac and cheese, they add pineapple to it first of all, and it's sweet. It's
But that
so
is still a combination, right?
I've never made.
Okay,
think
then
it's
speaking
a-
about pineapple,
yeah.
what do you think about pineapple on pizza?
Oh,
Pineapple on pizza is good. Again, with what you are pairing it with. Maybe
Yeah.
with lamb it goes well.
Okay.
Pork it goes well.
Okay.
So depends on what meat you are pairing it with.
Do you have any like food red flags? That it might be a common item or a common combination, but you see that and you're like, I'm not touching that.
No, I think we always play with flavors or ingredient which is challenging, but depends on the concept.
Yeah, fair enough.
But there is no red flag that we will never touch this ingredient or will never work with this ingredient.
you have to
Nothing
take a
like that.
break.
So we touched up upon, the different kinds of projects you're seeing coming up in Bangalore. So what are things that you've taken inspirations from or anywhere? And what are the new projects that are coming out of it?
I think one of the project which we are doing for our own self is called Canteen with a K. Somehow we are
Okay.
obsessed with the letter K.
Okay.
Company and everything. So this is going to be a canteen during the day and
Okay.
becomes a dive bar in the evening.
Nice.
But targeting a tier 2 cities, Bangalore is where we open it first. The
Hmm.
intent is let's build a brand for tier 2 cities because we see that as a very big market. And that's been a learning for us where we see that smaller places which focus on the product is working. That will be the future in tier 2 cities. So
Yeah.
if I take it to Ahmedabad tomorrow, it becomes Ahmedabad canteen. If I take it to Indore canteen. Mysore,
Okay.
Mysore canteen, like that.
Yeah.
And that will be the brand which we are building up for a franchise model also.
Yeah.
And we will never get that brand to Bangalore, Bombay, Delhi or Hyderabad. It will be always a tier 2
Tier 2
city brand.
Okay. Wow.
We're also doing another brand called the Slothers. I think in this fast-paced life, everyone is busy. Quick commerce. In
Yeah.
2 minutes, you need to take a break and sloth.
Yeah.
Come
Okay.
to this place, put your phones on the side, just sit and chill, play a board game and sloth.
Yeah.
Again, very young Gen Z
Yeah.
brand where the focus will be on two different products. One, we are focusing more towards pizzas and the other product will be more focused towards picantes.
Okay.
These two.
So Jamming Goat has 5 partners, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes.
So how was it initially? And like, were there any feuds or?
No, I think it became very easy because
Yeah.
all 5 come with a different background. I
Yeah.
handle the food, we handle the operations and finance. beverages.
Yeah.
Vipin handles the branding. Varuna handles the on-ground operations.
Yeah.
Tejas handles the operations and the back-end part of it. So it was very easy for us because we all were focusing on our own department, and we never.
We found ourselves in a situation where everyone had complementary skills than the other, and there was no conflict of interest in terms of the skill set, whatever. Because if we both have the same skill set, and you would feel that you're doing better than
then
me,
you'll compare or have arguments.
Like, how did you all come together? Like, what was the initial starting point?
Me, Avi, Tejas, we know each other before, and then Avi introduced us to Varuna and Vipin.
All right. Okay. So you just met up for a couple of drinks and then just started off.
Yes, just a random meet and said we'll do it, and we drove out to Goa, and 16 days later.
Yeah, no business plan, no nothing. We said, okay,
no P&L, no expense sheets, no nothing. We just found a spot and did it.
Yeah.
So you handle the finance part of it. So naturally, that's something that requires, a strong base, a strong skill set. So how did you feel that you acquired that, or you just learned on the job?
I'm just good at mathematics, and I love mathematics. That's about it. Whatever I know as of today in terms of finances, what I learned in college plus YouTube.
Okay, wow.
That's it. I read books. I learn from others all this new jargons about cogs and EBITDA and all those things I didn't know when I was in college. Okay, this is something new. I heard it on a podcast. Google, learn bottom line, top line. All these are terms which I learned.
No, it's very simple. Also, how you park your funds in which way. That's very much important. So that he is doing us for us from last 4 or 5 years in a very great way. That's why we have grown up.
Do you find it hard to be business partners with friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think for us it's the fact that we are open about it, and when it comes to making business decisions, there is no personal vendetta or thinking from a personal angle saying तुमने बोला इसलिए हमने किया. It's not there. We make decisions in the best interest of the business. If it is a decision which did not do well as we expected, there is no way that we'll blame each
other. I think that's the best part, because always a decision is taken for the best of the business. Tomorrow, if it doesn't fall into a place, we never have an argument or we never go back that you took this decision. So it's always that the intent is that we are taking up this decision to make sure that it happens better. And if it doesn't work, then you take up another decision and move with it.
Was it also one of friendship? Was it also one of the reasons that you guys have come so far?
I think
it's also the trust.
I think it's more the trust and the respect towards each other. Because we know that he comes with that background, and I respect him for that. And the whole intent for everyone is to grow. And that's what we have done in last 4 years. So sometimes all decisions will not be right. Maybe some fails also. But then just forget that and just move ahead. But if you just keep that thing in your head and then keep arguing about that, then it will not work.
Fair enough.
So at least between 5 of us, that's what there. And then now, me and Avi are doing a lot of things together. Apart from Jamming Out, we have 5. But then in our company, Soka, consulting, it's only both of us. So.
All right.
And it's very easy when it's only 2 of us to communicate or to share opinions or argue or fight.
Making decisions are much quicker and less conflict of interest.
Do you ever have this kind of, an exciting decision-making process? Like, for example, your first project, I would definitely label that as one. Do you ever sit together, brainstorm? And what is that process like?
So we never follow a board method or an Excel sheet method. We always divide the scope of work into our own verticals and say that these are your departments, these are your scope of work. Complete that and get it onto the table. Till then, we don't.
It also boils down to the risk-taking ability. I think we both are really good at taking big bets.
Okay.
तो जो होगा
Yeah.
That's like the best way, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
whatever
that's
happens, happens.
Yeah. Fair.
No, I think we were at when we started this business, we were at our career at a peak stage. I
Yeah.
was handling a brand for South of India.
Okay.
He was associated with a beverage brand where he was also heading Pan India for them.
Hmm.
So we took that decision that let's start something of our own, and we know our skills. That tomorrow, if it doesn't work, at least at this age, we can come back and work and again get the same pay scale.
Yeah.
But if we won't take that risk now, then it will never happen.
Fair enough.
That's what made us to do that.
Do you like still continue playing sports or completely stop?
Maybe when we go out for a team outing, maybe in a yearly once,
Hmm.
and then struggle for 3 more days to come out from
body
it. Yeah.
What is your like favorite? Like guys, we all just need to cool down, or not cool down, just relax. What is your one go-to like activity to do?
just go sit somewhere and keep your mobile aside and think nothing.
Yeah.
And not talk to each other also. But you just want to sit and maybe eat.
No, and then because we are working in all our projects are towards south, so Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Coimbatore. So if we feel that we have not given enough time to each other, then we, instead of taking up a flight, we drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we are on the road for 8-10 hours, and then we talk to each other for to family, about our work, about the projects, about the team, everything. And then it's only both of us driving. So yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do you have a spot like a couple of college boys will have bobs, chin lamps, whatever.
Doff pub.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is that? I've not heard of it.
Where your KFC junction is?
Yeah, that's what I think. That's the issue.
KFC junction is Indiranagar, just before that, right opposite your Karachi bakery.
Is it? Okay, I know where that is.
You know Sling?
Yes.
Next building to that on the second floor.
Okay.
It's a sports pub. It's been there for 12 years.
14 years old space.
Okay.
Yeah. Great food.
Great
wine.
food. Like what we want to eat when we are drinking.
Yeah.
From popcorn to a fried chicken to a chili chicken.
Yeah.
To
goli bhaji.
To goli bhaji. To everything.
Yeah, boiled peanuts.
Boiled peanuts.
And a foosball table.
Ah, that's perfect.
Yeah. I think football pool were like your times, like.
Hey, we also like your times.
No, and then the staff there.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Very sweet.
they makes you more comfortable
Yeah.
when you go there. So.
All right. This is not a paid promotion, guys. Do check it out. Do check out all the places that we mentioned. But yeah, I think
we don't have fancy spaces as our go-to. That when we go out with a client or somewhere, that's when. But for our own meets, that's the spot.
Yeah. I think if you're a friends group that have been together for a long time, you'll never have these fancy kind of places. You have your OG spots in your comfort places. Yeah. I think that brings us a little more towards the end of our podcast. And we want to conclude with one final question. And that's for both of you individually as well. We've noticed that in our generation, a lot of us take a very traditional career path. A lot of us don't really think outside the box. So
it's very limited to like doctor, engineering, lawyer, or like CA.
So as two people who've taken bold decisions, bold bets, cashed out on those bold bets as well, what would be your advice to, the young generation?
I would say, first of all, take a decision what you love to do it.
Yeah.
Don't go with what parents tells or what.
Yeah.
My personal opinion. This is what I have done, and that's why. And as I said, we both are into that we always take those risky decisions, and that's where we are here today. So do what you love to do. And don't, again, I'm talking on my behalf, don't set up longer term goals.
Okay.
Set short term goals, achieve that, and then move to the other goal. If you set up something that this is where I want to be in next 5 years, and if you achieve that in 2 years, then what you'll do next? So rather achieve a short term goals, achieve those, and then move forward. And then once, and work hard in early time and take early retirement.
What about you, Avinash?
I think for me personally, if you ask me, it is about don't give up. Never give up. You come across a lot of things. You pick something as a career which you may not like after a year and you want to change. Switching is easy, but if you have spent already a year, 2 years in learning something new, why do you want to just give up on it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
that's
great. Yeah.
that's for me is very important. Anything what I do, if I've started off something, I just don't give up saying no, it doesn't work. Let's look at something else, because everything what you do, there is a learning. At some point in life, it helps you. Like for example, when I was in college, I did rock climbing. And after I joined hotel management, I couldn't continue it. I miss that now.
All right.
But
Yeah.
that sport taught me so many things, because it was always about the end goal is to reach the top of the wall, and it doesn't matter how you reach it. You have to plan yourself and climb and reach. I did national, but if given a chance, I would go back to rock climbing now and still continue doing it. But yeah, I think when it comes to business for both of us also, any project we have taken up, we wouldn't give up and say no, this won't happen.
Yeah. You won't do it
That's great.
half-heartedly.
Yeah.
That's great.
I think investing time in proper places is very important.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
It's a fun conversation.
Thank you.
We
Yeah.
enjoyed it a lot.
I think even we enjoyed it quite a bit because
Yeah.
it's a very different perspective, and it always helps us in our,
No, and it was
path as
fun.
well.
Like we are always like Avi also runs a podcast channel. It's
Yeah.
always about the other side of the podcast where he is
Yeah.
questioning,
Yeah.
and now
Yeah, and then we have to think so much so that you don't make it anything controversial. But here, at least we are not in that mindset.
Yeah. That's great.
That's great. All right.
Yeah.
We're so happy to have you on this podcast, and we're so glad that we got, a culinary advisor, a mixologist, and someone of your skill set.
That's
And
a very fresh perspective to the podcast
Yeah.
and to the students as well. So thank you so much for
Our
coming
pleasure.
down here.